Let's just do this. We're waiting for one analysis, but let me open up the.
Okay, where you?
Let me start with this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open up the Assassin's game first. Now I'm waiting for my guest. My guest is supposed to be Tala. So maybe
Oh,
you'll have to come sit in as a guest.
no. Remember, I'm going to be driving now from Sandton City, man. So I'll
Lobo,
just
you
speak
ready for
whenever I
that?
can.
Okay, let's get Mokaji. Mokaji, you ready? Join in and Tala will join you when he jumps in now.
Hey, but I don't know all the players, man.
You know the. Okay, let's start with our one then.
Where you park?
Okay.
All right, so let's go here. Uh,
I think you don't have to go player by player. You can just even go high level, you know.
yeah, so let's start off here. I mean, we've got this week's podcast. We're waiting for our special guest, which is Tala Baba. He's supposed to come in now. I can see some of the guys are still coming in, but we'll start off with Mokaji and discuss the strategy of Tridents versus Smash. So let's get on that first.
Right.
Um,
Right. So I think it's pretty well balanced.
so look, I mean,
Um,
the Tridents lost the first and third tosses. JC took the first toss, asked for gold pairing. Um, then I went with Nadeem Uzair for that one there, and he responded with JC Riki. What do you think of that?
that's all gonna be a very tight game. Obviously, I have to back my boys, Nadim and Uzair. But I know Uncle Ricky's game. Uncle Ricky is a very solid game. I'm not 100% sure about JC, but I mean, he is a gold player for Smash Squad, so he must be a quality player. Uh, I have to give it to my boys Nadim and Uzair, but one of the matches that I'll be watching.
Okay. So you think the Tridents are favorites going into that one?
I would say just about.
Okay. The second one, actually they won it again at this point. No, actually we actually won that toss. So they went for Zad and Bilal,
All right.
and then we went with Kaji. They can't see you. They want you to put your camera on. But in any case, I mean we went with Hansa and you,
Ishmael.
Kaji. What do you think of that
I'm busy
call?
doing watching here, but I think that's a good call from your side. Uh, I mean, I don't play at a really high level, but I think myself and Ansa, I think we can hold our game. I don't know. I haven't really seen our opponents play. I haven't played against our opponents in the past, but I think it'll be a good game. They might just take it. I'd say I'd give it to them, but we are
You're giving
backing
the match to them
ourselves.
already.
No, not necessarily. We will come. We'll play with confidence. We'll be there.
Yeah, then the next one was Jay and Zayn going
Right.
up, yeah, against Zico and Bombs. They won the toss here again, and
Right.
then Zico and Bombs were chosen to face them.
Right. And that one is also a really, really tight game. I know Uncle Zico's game. I know Bomb's game as well. I know their games pretty well. Both very strong players. Uncle Zico very good in defense. Bomb is a lefty. Very difficult player to play against. But we have Jay. We have Zane. Also two quality players. Two of our more experienced players. And yeah, I don't know. I think we take that game.
Okay, then in the last game, it's Zayed and Zayed go up against Shaukat and Akbar.
I have to give it to Zaid and Zaid. I don't know our opponents, both our opponents. I'm not sure how they play, but I have to give it to Zaid and Zaid. I think you guys are a strong pairing. I think you guys are both individually good players. I think you guys take that game.
Only thing is, for this game, yeah, I'm moving to the left-hand side because Zaid Kaji is a lefty, so
He's
he
a
has to play on
lefty.
the right. So I'm gonna place something I'm really not used to at this point. But
For sure, for sure. But
but
I
yeah, I
mean, I
mean,
have
I'm
seen
up
you
to it.
play in training. You have had training sessions where you've played on the left side. You've done pretty well in the training session. So I think in a game four, you should be able to hold your game. Zaid is also, I'd say, he's a game three player, so he should also be able to hold his game in game four. And yeah, I'll give that game to us. I think we're pretty confident in that game.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, then basically let's move on to the next matches. Unless
Right.
JC wants to get in on that and mention anything on the strategies or anything on that. But I think that's it's pretty straightforward in some way. Javed, what do you think, Lobo?
Yeah, look, I think game one is 50-50. They're very strong pairings on both sides. Game two, I think Fazad and Bilal might edge that one. They're favorites for that game, in fact. Then
Sure.
your game three, Jay and Zayn versus Zico Bombs, also 50-50. Jay's raised his game quite a lot of late,
Hello.
playing very consistent.
Sorry,
How's it? How's it, Salah? Yeah, so
I'm again here.
Jay, oh good, bro. So yeah, Jay's raised his game quite a lot recently. So I would say favoring Tridents on game three. And then game four, Zahid, Dr. GQ, Akbar. I like how you say Akbar. But
Akbar.
yeah,
Allah
I think
Akbar.
that one also very close, right? Defensively, you've been super strong, right? So
The
the
party is
right
here. The party
has,
is here.
yeah,
Hey, Tala.
the right has been good for you. So
I'm playing on the
we'll
left.
Salamat, sir.
see.
Yeah,
You're playing on the left this time around. Okay.
yeah.
Tala
Yeah, look,
Baba.
Dr. GQ is very consistent. He can keep the ball in long rallies. I haven't seen Akbar, but it's going to be a nice
Tala,
game.
smile for us, Tala.
Okay, okay.
Smile for us,
Yeah. Anyone else want to
Baba.
weigh in on that one there?
On what
Uh,
one? What one? What one? What one? Talk. Which one?
okay, okay. So we're on the podcast now, right? So remember, everything's recorded, and
Oh, now, why are you
you
telling me
played.
that? Like, no, like I
Yeah,
must not worry now.
because
I'm talking.
there's a
I
big
come
sign that
here.
says podcast.
I'm here to talk shit, boss. On the podcast, off the
Okay,
podcast, on the court.
keep it child safety language, yeah. So Gandalf, listen, give me your
What's it?
straight talk. I mean, and tell her you can
Let me
jump
let
in
me
where
let
you
me
want
just
to.
ask you, Zaid. That Baba, how was our curveball?
Wait, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Don't worry. This is the first lineup we're talking. We're starting from the
Who?
back now.
So who we talking about
Save
now?
that. Save that one. This one here, I mean, this is Smash Squad versus Tridents. We had Nadeem and Uzair versus JC and Ricky. Predictions on that one, number one?
Uh, I think, Nadim, I think, and Uzair, good pair. I think they take that one, huh? No doubt.
Hope so. Okay. Saint, you
Will be a
there?
shocker if they don't.
Okay, then the next one is Hansa and Mokaji versus Farzad and Bilal.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. I think Farzad Dawood edges it.
Okay. Then we've got Gerard and Zain versus Zico and Bomb.
Okay. I'm not so sure about Zico and him. I haven't seen them much, but from
He's
what
on
Jarad
form.
and Zayn have done, they've been good.
Okay, so hopefully we can do something there. And then the last one is Zaid and Zaid versus Shaukat and Akbar. Or Akbar. Sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce. Let's just say Akbar for now.
Okay, even there, I'm not sure on the two from Smash Squad, so let me go 50-50 for now.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one. I know Gandalf has been waiting to talk about this one here, so we'll start with that lineup of Midlife Crisis versus Carnage Kings. Strategy wise, and many, I mean, and also just in terms of pairs and whatever, the thinking of it. Toss goes, Carnage wins. They go Sufi and Margot they ask for gold pairing, and Carnage King goes straight for Sufi and Margot. They get a response with Semi and Harun. I'm not asking for predictions. I'm just saying, what do you think of that so far? Eh?
Look, Arshad was talking big in the Benta group earlier about taking on the challenge, and then his team goes and then they don't take on the challenge. So I think they need to go back to the drawing board. Huh?
Are you a bit disappointed you don't get to see the Mickey play against Sufi and Margot in that one?
That would have been interesting, but yeah, now we gotta see a throw game.
Okay, and then we have Boat in Ra'is against Jibril and Kolia in the next one. But wait, before we get there, Arshad, you spoke about that. Do you want to chip in about that strategy now? Till I called you out on that. No comment from there. Okay, so we've got Boat in Ra'is on the next one versus Jibril and Kolia. Obviously, yeah, there is the first silver called out, and then all four tosses were won by Midlife Crisis. So Boat threw himself and Ra'is into that one there. Is it close?
It depends which Jibril Bulbulia comes. I've seen Jibril play some good pedal and I've seen him play some bad pedal. So if the right Jibril Bulbulia comes, I think they can take it.
Okay, interesting.
Also,
Yeah,
which
I see that.
also which Ahmad Kolia comes. Which Ahmad Kolia comes is also very important.
This is a very close game, also in my opinion.
Yeah,
But I
it is
think
gonna be close.
I think yeah, no, I can't even call it. So it's that
I
close.
think
Zaid, what you said?
Midlife might edge it if the right Jibril Bulbulia comes.
Okay, then we have Puran and Yusuf Stevens versus Gandalf and Hamza in the next one.
Hope Gandalf is ready for the challenge.
I think Gandalf will shoot back and do a job in that one. I think he's been hurting. He hasn't been sleeping. We haven't heard any banter from him in about a week. He's been missing in action. So I think this one here is there's a lot of pressure on him for this one, and I think he'll live up to it. I'm adding a bit more pressure to his name on this one, yeah. But
He better not get mangled again.
yeah, well, this one here is a tough one, eh?
Listen, boss. Listen, boss.
With
Don't talk
pressure.
shit, yeah. Please.
Okay, then in the last one we have Forrest and Ashraf versus Mickey and Yazo. I think Mickey and Yazo are clear favorites in that one, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's I guess one close game in the boat game. I would say the Gandalf Hamza game, it's like a 60-40, and in the other two games, I think it's like 70 plus to one way. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's fair.
it's one of
That's
those
fair.
games yeah.
Tell her what you say we're walking away here with, tell her.
I just think that first game is 100-0.
But
The
you have to
first
put
game
some
is 100 to
percentage.
0.
100 times they play each other. No, I don't think it can be 100-0. I think maybe 90, maybe 96-4.
No, too close, too close.
I mean, you have to take into account injuries and disruptions and whatever.
There ain't gonna be any disruptions or anything this week,
But in
inshallah.
100 games, they take 4 out of 100 because of some disruptions, whichever that is. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so then let's go to the Sonics. Wait, before we get there.
Side. Whoa. We
Okay,
haven't even
Zaid, I
discussed
leave
now.
the chat when it comes to my team. I have no comment.
Okay, wait.
I can't speak on my team.
Okay, Gandalf, you're a chip in on that one because
No,
we gave you
I'm
we
trying to
gave you the
understand.
floor earlier and we never heard a single
Listen.
beat out of
I
you.
just want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think we're walking away 2-2 or we're walking away 3-1?
It's tight. That one game. That one
That,
game
that
is
game is
tight.
too close to
If
call.
if if you don't take that game, and the two wrong players rock up for midlife, then 2-2 on the night.
If you take 3-1, then Carnage King is like basically dead and out. A 2-2 still keeps him kind of alive. Barely, but still alive. But yeah, it's all gonna boil down to that boat race game, I think. And then I said that your favorite for your own game. I know you haven't slept in a while since last week's
Now our
beating.
game is tight 50-50, boss.
Since last week's mangling, he's been very quiet.
Yeah, no one's heard from you. There's no banter anymore.
I don't know what shit you're living in, boss. My mouth is
No
still
right to
open.
speak after being mangled.
Right, then the next one, then let's move on. I mean, there's nothing. What do you want to discuss in that one, Arshad?
Nah, nothing. Carry on,
I
carry on,
mean,
carry on.
that first game, I see Mangal is asking for maaf.
Ik say, Arshad, make Mangal laugh. Make Mangal laugh, ik say. Make him laugh.
Maaf, Mangal.
Okay, we're going on the Sonics and the Mambas here. Wait, before we get there, sorry, Lobo, I'm gonna bring you in on that. Do you want to say anything on the Carnage King versus midlife strategy?
Yeah, I think it went according to the way Midlife would have wanted that toss to go. Well, all the tosses and the pairings. I see them as a strong 3-1 favorites overall. I was a
So
bit
when they lost the
surprised.
toss, they didn't
Yeah.
split Sufi and Saeed, and I think that's probably the biggest talking point post.
Yeah, I think at that point they probably thought, game week 1, game week 2, it didn't go their way when Saeed wasn't available. So if you can't guarantee then a win with Sufi, you have to pay him with Saeed. And also if you go Saeed Forest in that first game, Midlife then throw Mickey Hamza, which is their strongest pair. And you could risk then Saeed losing a game, so they went for the banker instead.
Okay,
Hmm.
fair enough.
But still 3-1 to Midlife. It depends on Boat and Reis largely in this round because they played very well against Badat and Uncle Riaz last week. I think they want to carry some of their form from the last week's game into this match where they were actually playing, I think, at a level where they should have won that match. And Uncle Riaz came through with 40 minutes of injury to still win it. So Boat was solid as a rock. He was defending everything. I think I saw Boat returning like over 50 smashes with blocks. He even won the set point on a block. But that smashed the ball quite hard at him and he stuck the racket in the way somehow and it went through the gap down the middle for a set point. So that was quite dramatic and he did really well. I thought my team was going to take a 3-1 loss, but he saved the day for us, Uncle Riaz. So
Okay,
yeah,
then
I
let's
mean,
so
it's
let's
all on Boat and Reis basically there.
yeah. So on that note, I mean, then let's move on to the to Badat in the Mambas lineup. Tala doesn't want to talk too much about the Sonic side of things, but you've
No
got
comment on my team. It's all left at the toss.
okay. So we got Yahya and Hassan. Mambas lost the toss. Lobo Isa selected first. Yahya Hassan gets in on that. What do you think of that first one?
I think Yahya got what he wanted. He was asking for Lobo match in the chat earlier today. So yeah, I think there when you lose the first toss, you're always at the disadvantage. The pairings would have gone very different if we won the first toss. But yeah, it was a bit of tough choices on our side in terms of who we left on the bench. But I think overall, I mean, if I look at all four pairings, I think overall I'm happy that the team can maybe push for 2 wins.
So we percentage wise, Lobo Isa, what are you giving it for your team? Every one of it. What are you giving it a 50-50?
Yeah, I would say 60-40 in that first game to Lobo Isa. No disrespect to the opponents, but I think that wasn't their strongest pairing. And then the remainder of the
It's
games, I would
3:48.
say
Podcast never forgets. Okay, next one. Tala TC.
Salah TC, very strong pair, both sides. I think that one 50-50.
Yeah.
And then
Ume
the next
Isa and
one,
Yazuez.
look, they came in with their strongest lineup. So that was the challenge for us this week. It was their strongest silver pair. I can't say we are favorites to win any of those games. I'm just hoping that it's 50-50 at this point.
And then the last one, Naeem Zaidi versus Anis Badat.
Yeah, both of them. I'm seeing both as 50-50. So I see three 50-50s in this lineup. I think the Sonics will maybe say they're confident to take three, and we hoping to take one upset there.
Okay, then we're going on to the last match, which was actually the first toss for this week, which was between the Assassins and the Dons. We've got Nabil and Assassins lose the toss. They go Nabil and Laszlo. And something we've seen across the board in this round, a throw game, it seems, comes across and you get two silvers in that one, Docs and Hubby. Then Yusri Tawoor versus Mark and Mayat in the second. Nadeem Mornay versus Fahim and Adnan. And then Nos and Noe versus Mangal and Adil. So let's start off with match one, Nabil and Les versus Docs and Hubby. Is this like another 99, 100%?
For me, that's 100-0 again.
So triple captains are
These throw
flying.
games, yo. Yeah. Saeed El Mego, you better come to the party.
6 zeros matter in Fantasy League, just remember.
Yeah.
Okay, then we've
Stage
got
better come with a nice. And Nabil. Saeed and Nabil better come with nice 6 loves for me. I need
Is
to
that
overtake,
Stella
you know,
speaking?
that moose guy.
Is it
yeah, then
Stella?
we've got
Yeah.
Stella, yeah.
Stella, why does it sound like you have something green in your hand? Can you speak a little bit more, convincingly, Scuba?
Ah, you know. Nah. Nah.
I
Let's
hope
go
you
to the
gave
next
us the
one.
six love, eh? I hope you gave us the six love. I joined late. Apologies.
I
We
put
have
it there. I just hope now.
what's this? Let's move on to the next one. We've got Yusri and Tahawur versus Mark and Mayat, match two. Very close game, I think.
That's
I think
gonna
that's
be a very interesting game. You know, Mayat is playing some good pedal at the moment.
yeah.
I haven't. Mark is decent. Taur and Yusri good players. So it's all on who rocks up on the night and who's more clutch.
Okay, now yeah, I do think that's a 50-50 match. I can't even call it in that way. I want to see a bit more of Mark. But yeah, I mean, we have Nadeem coming back into the lineup for Assassins with Mornay. Fahim and Adnan are heavy favorites in that one. Big favorites in that one, actually, I think. Fahim's probably borderline or might even be a gold level player. And I mean, if you want to comment on that, but then we've also got Nos and Noe, a very form pairing, playing against Mangal and Adil. Something's going to happen in that one. Very close match. Tala, are you there?
I'm here. Look,
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of them, whatever. But what the way Assassins went last week, we don't need them taking three again. So we just hope they don't.
Okay.
So
And then let's open it up to the floor there. Anyone want to comment on the Assassins game, and then we'll just look at the log and wrap up.
one more thing, hey, these
Obviously,
throw
go ahead.
games must become a thing of the past.
Well, it just started. It looks like.
I agree.
And he better move away very quickly, very quickly. Better start and end this week.
Yeah, because I heard Saeed's not going to pitch up to play throw games. So he's apparently not coming this weekend. So that will be full love to us.
How cool is that, eh? Let's see who
That's
who gets
bold,
to act for
Yasser.
double
That's
ups on that
bold.
one. All part of the strategy. Yeah. So anyone want to comment on the Assassins game, or are we done with that?
No, it was a nice nice first toss. I think Docs was waiting the whole week to make sure he wins that first toss,
I
and
think
he took.
Doc set the whole precedent for this throw week.
Yeah, look, we saw both doing it in the previous weeks, but Doc's strategy kind of leans him towards a 3-1 there. A lot, a lot hangs on the Mayat Nosh pairing. Is it Mayat and Nosh or Mayat and Sulik?
Mark and
It
Maya.
might take turns.
Mayat and Kearns. Okay, yeah, a lot hangs on that match. If they can win that match, then they kind of save the day.
Okay. Yeah, and then so the
So,
logs.
so sorry to interrupt. What's the view on that one? Where is this one going to end up? Assassins and Dons? Consensus is what? 2-all or 3-1 in favor of Assassins?
3-1 in favor of Dons,
Oof.
and then slim chance 2-2.
So wait, you saying the Nabil Les game is a banker? You saying
Yeah,
Nadim and
that's what you
Mornay
meant.
have no chance in the Fahim game? Which one are you do? Which one is the 50-50 for 2-2? Is it the Nos and Noe game, or is it the Mark and Hughes-3 game? Mark Myatt Hughes-3 game?
Nos is what? Nosaka?
Yeah,
Zahir.
Zaire Nosaka.
Oh, well, he's coming off of a triple donut on
I heard someone beat
Tuesday
him.
night. I don't
I
know
heard
who it
someone.
was, but
I
they were
also don't
pretty ruthless and kept him in shell shock. So, yeah, I think that one's a done deal. I don't think he's recovered from that one just yet.
know. Well,
But
was
rumor
Louis.
has it he was blaming his partner. So maybe the change of partner will help things along.
Yeah, a guy by the name of Yazo, just for those who don't know. But yeah, then we have Yusri Taur versus Mark Myatt. So I think yeah, that's basically the one you're saying is going for a 2-2. So look, I mean, if things looking at the lineups and
Okay, guys, my
putting
phone is dying. I gotta go. Have
okay.
fun. Thank you, guys. My phone's on 2.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
looking at it
Tratala.
next to the log table, just to wrap up here, we have the Sonic sitting on 10, Midlife on 10, Tridents on 9, Mambas on 8, Assassins on 8, Smash on 7, the Dons on 7, and Carnage King sitting on 5. People are playing for the top 4 slot. What movement do you see after these lineups?
So we know already that Dons is likely to get 2, minimum of 2. That will put them on 9. If they get the desired 3, they're looking
Back in
very
the game.
strong on 10 points. Yeah, they're safe from elimination, basically. I think the best case scenario for Mambas this week would be 2 wins, which would put us tied with Dons at best. And then Tridents are also looking at a 2-2 outcome with Smash. That doesn't help Smash too well. Smash needs to kind of push for 3 wins to get up to 10 points. And then Midlife obviously has got a runaway week, looking at 3-1 favorites there. So
So are you saying Carnage King is dead and buried now after?
after this week, they will be missing the lineup battles and just coming into match day to have fun.
Wow, okay. Okay,
Sure,
thanks so
that's a
much.
bold call.
Big one. Anyone want to chip in to conclude this program?
Zaid, before we go on, what's your call on Tridents and Smash?
I didn't give a comment actually on that. I just let me go to it again.
What do you
Where are
think?
all the fixtures? I don't see them.
No, we just concluded the last 2 now.
Okay.
So
So
yeah,
what's the lineups, if you can repeat that?
okay. So we got Nadim and Uzair versus JC Ricky,
Okay,
Nadim
one
and
more.
Uzair.
and then we got Hansa Mokaji versus Farzad Bilal.
Which
1-1.
Farzad is this?
Farzad
Farzad
out.
With who?
with
Bilal.
Bilal Latif.
Okay, 1-1.
Then we got Gerard and Zain versus Zico and Bombs.
No, I don't know.
That's 50-50.
And then we got Zaid and Zaid versus Shaukat and Akbar.
Ish.
Oh, Dr. GQ is making an appearance. In that case, it'll go to the other team. So that could be 2-1 with a 50-50 there in the middle. Interesting.
Yeah, then we've got, I think, did you hear the Sonics and Mambas one, right?
No.
Yeah. So the Sonics and Mambas one, just to repeat, there is Yahya Hassan versus Lobo Isa.
Who's Hassan?
Hassan Parak.
Tiki-taka. Tiki-taka.
Okay.
Wasn't right.
Okay.
They need to stick
Versus
to the
Lobo
ball.
and who?
Isa.
Isa, the youngster.
Yeah.
That one sounds a bit 50-50 to me, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yahya and them should have the firepower for it, but I wouldn't write off
Hassan
Lobo.
doesn't
He's
have
proven
firepower,
himself
boss.
to be Lobo has proven himself to be quite a resilient fellow. So yeah, I think again a few choice chirps might get into the opposition's ears and cause a bit of flutters, and maybe that can go their way. But yeah, probably just leaning towards Yahya and them.
Then we've got Tilla and Tilla versus Jason Raza.
Ooh,
Good game.
that's a goodie.
Yeah.
It depends which Tella pitches up. I don't mean Baba and what's his name, but I mean, yeah, which Tellas pitch up, not which Tella, which Tellas pitch up. But could be a close game, that one as well.
And then we've got Mpume and Isa versus Riaz Uwais.
Mpume, Isa, Riaz, Uwais. Okay, I don't know too much about these guys, but Mpume really messed me up with his flipping loss last week. FPL down the drain.
Okay.
Okay.
And then in the last one, we have Naeem, Dada, and Zaidi. Zaidi's been collecting like Player of the Week quite a couple of times versus Adis and Badat.
Yeah, I don't know too much about that. But this lineup actually looks to be the most interesting out of the lot. Looks like a lot of close games to call here. Or
Yeah,
games
there's no
too
throw
close to
game.
call.
No throw. Yeah, actually very nice.
It could be the week that midlife crisis takes top spot.
Look, Mambas, to stay in this, Mambas
They
need to at
need
least
to.
go for 2-2.
Say again, to stay in this?
To stay in this, Mambas need at least a 2-2 with quite a few teams on their tail at the moment. And I guess on the other side as well, this one here could play a big part in determining who finishes top of the table, because I think the midlife crisis will at least take 3. So Sonics will try and keep their top spot and probably need to take 3 from this match here to stay there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not banking on a 3. I think it could go 2 or 3. But yeah, no, I think we'll probably get to that 3 mark, so we should take top spot. I don't see. Oh, there's too many 50-50 battles there in that Sonics Mambas game. So I think the best result for us is actually if Mambas manage to pip the Sonics 3-1. Worst case 2-all from our perspective, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
but
that's the
that's
lineup for the week.
definitely interesting lineup. So looking forward to actually seeing some of those games. Lobo, you might have some supporters rallying you on, eh?
Yeah, that will be a nice one.
Make sure your
Welcome.
game is first so that we can we all get to see it before everyone gets too cold and runs away.
Perfect, guys. All
Luckily,
right,
I think I have game 3.
Oh, you've already decided that 3. Okay, not too bad. Might stick
Okay,
around for
what
that.
game am I playing? Game 1.
I don't know. I don't think we discussed timings, did we, Zaid? For
I
the
don't think
midnight week?
so. I don't think so. I think just check with
Hamza
your
wanted
opponent.
game 1, boss.
Yeah, Hamza had to play game 1, so that's the only
Okay.
condition from our side. We'll just have to take that up with the opposition.
Yeah, 100%. Okay,
Okay.
perfect. Yeah, so we look forward to seeing everyone tomorrow, and that concludes the program. I think so. Did you say Hamza wants to play? I just want to write that in as well as we speak.
Please just put
But
it as
Yeah.
game 1 side.
yeah, I'll put it in for now. just chat with them, confirm it and whatever, and see you guys on the court tomorrow. Thank you so much for participating. Some good strategies. Throw games have come into the play now towards the end of the season. I think guys are starting to understand the level of their players now. I guess I think that's why they would throw a game. Maybe not trusting some players or whatever it is, but and maybe some squad rotations as well. We'll probably see a lot more of that next week too. So looking forward to seeing the games tomorrow and on to the next one.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, boys.